Hello, I'm Mr. Gaston and this is the Conspiracy Cafe. The Conspiracy Cafe is an offshoot of my conspiracy theories courses. In my conspiracy theories courses, I teach students research techniques, media literacy skills, and most importantly, critical thinking skills. The Conspiracy Cafe segment you're about to see is designed to be the start of a conversation about a student-chosen conspiracy theory or unsolved mystery. These conversations are a safe place where students can apply some of the techniques and skills that they learn in class. If you would like to be a guest on the Conspiracy Cafe to talk about your favorite conspiracy theory or unsolved mystery, send me an email. We'd love to have you. Today, our guest is Denard, and we are going to be talking about Pink Floyd and the Wizard of Oz. Welcome to the Conspiracy Cafe.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So, first, tell us why you chose this topic.
All right. So I chose this topic because Pink Floyd is one of my favorite bands. It's pretty up there alongside stuff like David Bowie.
Pink Floyd is my favorite band. So I'm in lockstep here with you on this. All right. So Pink Floyd is your favorite band?
Favorite band, and I like their Dark Side of the Moon album, their fourth best album. First one being Atom Heart Mother. And also when I was going through the list of the conspiracy theories, it was just like, there was a lot of serious ones, of just death, violence, and it was like, wow, that's awful. And I didn't want to do that one, so I basically chose the one that I thought would have been the most fun to research on.
Okay, so tell everybody out there who does not know what the connection is with Pink Floyd and the Wizard of Oz.
So basically, it was started back in the 90s. What Pink Floyd fans thought of, originally on the Usenet forum, was that on the third line, either on the third or second Lions of War, when you play the Dark Side of the Moon album, when starting the movie, this music lines up with the movie, and they say how there are a lot of moments that any lyrical moments, any musical moments coincide with the film, although it's more of like coincidental use or interpretation.
Okay, so you're talking about Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon album being like a secret soundtrack to The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
All right, so what specific question? Is that the question that you went after?
Yeah, and you just said if it syncs with The Wizard of Oz.
All right, did you actually do this? Did you play The Wizard of Oz and listen to the Dark Side of the Moon album, or did you find someone that did it online, and what was your interpretation of it?
I found a YouTube video. It was very poor quality, but it was the only video I can actually find on YouTube where the album and music was played and it was actually properly synced. Since I found another one, but it was off sync, like a couple of seconds. And when I was going through it, it was just a lot of the moments, it was just music playing over the movie. It didn't really feel like it sunk. No, it synced. It didn't feel like it synced. It just really felt like a coincidence. And the moments it did coincidence, it's like, yeah, I can see a connection there, but it's like, you're just making a connection. That's, you're interpreting that. It's not like Pink Floyd members, they always denied if it's synced.
So somebody actually did go and ask the members of Pink Floyd, hey, did you guys make a secret soundtrack, for The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, like, I don't think Nick Mason and the other guy was interviewed, but David Gilmour, Roger Waters, they were interviewed on, I don't remember the exact news sources, but they were told what if it sunk. And David Gilmour, he said he didn't. Roger Waters, and I think he was the guy that really worked on Dark Side of the Moon. I could be mistaken that with The Wall, but I think he really worked on Dark Side of the Moon. And on the Joe Rogan Experience, or podcast, whatever it's called, he flat out said it doesn't.
Okay. So was there a lesson or something from class that once we learned about it, like you were able to apply like directly to your research?
Yes, and it would be apophenia, since that's all about the brain making connections between two, like, unrelated or meaningless things. And as we said, it's like all this music, it's user interpretation of whether the album syncs with the music. So it's just that the believers of the theory, that's just epiphania going on of them making the connection.
Okay. Yeah, I've actually, like, I had a neighbor of mine who owned a record store back in Reading in the 90s. And when we heard about this in the news, we actually waited for the third lion roar. He muted the movie and just dropped the needle right on the first song of Dark Side of the Moon. And we listened to it. And I'll admit it, there is a ton of coincidences. You know what I mean? Like the lyric, the lunatic on the grass, as the scarecrow is like falling all over himself, like on the edge of the yellow brick road. And the one that hit me though, that was kind of really crazy, was the cash register drawer for the song Money. Right at the moment that Dorothy comes out of the house and everything is in, beautiful Technicolor. But like I said, when I was young and naive and, 30 years ago, I'm like, yeah, this is definitely, a fake soundtrack, to this. But you found out. What's your preliminary conclusion?
It doesn't sync. It's just, unfortunately, it doesn't sync. It would have been so fun if it would, but it just doesn't.
All right. Do you have anything else you'd like to add? All right. Thank you for your time.
Welcome.
The Conspiracy Cafe Project podcasts are being brought to you by the Conspiracy Coffee Company and Bakery, located in Mansfield, Pennsylvania. The Conspiracy Coffee Company and Bakery is a cafe with a friendly staff serving breakfast and lunch daily. The Conspiracy Coffee Company and Bakery also offers their own specialty grade coffee roasted on site. Coffee can be purchased by the bag or cup, hot or iced. The Conspiracy Coffee Company and Bakery is located at 11 West Wellsboro Street in Mansfield, PA, and on Facebook by searching Conspiracy Coffee Company in the search bar. The next time you are in the Mansfield area, you should go to the Conspiracy Coffee Company and Bakery, where something's brewing.